On tonight's episode, LeBron James had some distasteful things to say about Charles Barkley. Queen Bee has 2 bumbles in that belly, and Lauryn Hill is slowly but surely about to make her fans slap her ass. Is Uber cool or not?
Hell no, fuck Uber.
Michelle got on a panorama hat. Barack got on a snapback cap. Like, they getting it popping.
And people are still reporting to him because they don't fuck with Trump. Like, you know what I'm saying? Which is crazy.
Dang.
That is crazy.
It is crazy.
How are you still reporting to the former president? Like,
I was like, oh, that's not my job anymore, Tiffany.
Right, okay. Like, Barack be talking like, John, you know, I'm not Mr. President. Fuck what you talking about. Okay, look, we about to do this. What do you say?
Beyonce is pregnant with twins.
Wow.
Yes, straight fucking. A photo of her. Yeah, see, woo.
But yeah, Disney. So stop fucking watching Disney Channel. Angelique, don't let your son watch Disney Channel. Watch Nickelodeon now. But they got the right ones though, because let me tell you, these Jewish people be having money like a motherfucker. Okay, they gonna investigate, shut some shit down. You not finna be coming out at the Jewish community too long and they not fire back at your ass with something. Like, you done got the right one. You fucking with them.
Right.
Okay.
Blog Talk Radio.
What's good, y'all? This is your host, Angel Vondrina.
And I'm your host, John Mosby. And you are listening to Confession Session.
Hey, everybody. How your week been, John?
My week has been going, you know, just pushing and, you know, trying to stay on top of everything.
Yeah.
You said what?
I said pushing and striving.
Yeah, that's all you really can
keep
do.
It together.
You know, that's
exactly.
all. Just trying to keep everything together, you know. My dog is stressing me out. So let me tell you today, Lord, because, you know, like today is my day off, so I was in between, like, prepping for the show and, like, cleaning up. I've been, like, you know, kicking it with him. And so I, like, put him in, like, the playpen for a little bit. And I hear these noises, like, these random, like, and so I go downstairs. And because I have a small dog, like a Cavalier, they can't bark. It's so funny. Like, and when he tries to bark, it's like the wackest thing ever, like you would ever hear. But
so cute.
So I went downstairs and he like laid out like half on the bed, like half on the floor. So I'm like, oh my God, what is wrong with him? Like I thought he was like dead or like passed out or something like that. And so I'm calling him and he just moving slow. So I pick him up. And the nigga was just asleep. Like, I'm like, Lord. I guess this was like his, because like usually at the time I'm not home. So I guess it was like his nap time. But it really like freaked me out because I'm like, why is he moving so slow? And I'm like, come on, get up. Like,
aww.
You know, but.
That's so cute. That's a cute story. I can't wait to get me a dog. Oh my goodness. I cannot wait.
A handful. I say if you're going to get a dog that's like 2. And like research the breeds, like research
we
the
would
breeds.
actually get like a newborn because I want that dog to be super loyal.
Yeah, I mean you can't, but dogs are loyal in general. Like if they find your love, so to speak, like if they know that you care about them and what you do for them, I think even if you take them when they're like old, they're gonna be down. Like that's just in their nature. But I will say too, research the breed. Like if you want something that's like, you know, super active or big, you just have to know like the certain traits. And that's why it took us so long. It took us like, you know, a year to finally pick a dog because I was like, I want a dog that's lazy, something that's not going to bark, something that won't, because you know, I'm scared of everything. So it's like, I don't want to be afraid of my dog. And it's just like, and Pablo, he's perfect. Like every now and then he'll shit on the carpet, but other than that, he's a good dog. How's everything been going with you?
My week's been good so far. I'm glad it's Thursday. I've been, you know, on a little struggle mission, trying to make sure that everything I eat is good. Monday I struggled, but every day other than that, I've been good. I've been working out daily, so I'm feeling amazing, extremely, just a lot of energy. I won't be posting any more photos of me, though, until next month. So, yeah, I'm getting down to business. I'm getting down to business. But everybody, thank y'all for tuning in today. Make sure you guys go like our fan page, our LinkedIn page, YouTube, Tumblr, and our Instagram. And, of course, our actual website, www.confessiontous.com. And to tune in, you can just come on and come straight to the Blog Talk. But you guys know it's February 2nd. It's Black History Month. Or as Donald Trump would say, African American History Month. I just want to say this. I'm a proud, educated African American every month. Okay?
Yes.
With that being said, we'd like to acknowledge a living African American who has inspired so many people, especially young entrepreneurs like us. Kathy Hughes from Radio 1, she was, a teen mom, and now she's a media mogul. Kathy Hughes got pregnant at 16 years old. Her friends said that her life was over. Her mom kicked her out the house. She pretty much became another statistic, but she overcame that. She started the largest African American in the U.S. and became the first African American woman to head a publicly traded company. Her Washington, D.C. based radio station, Radio 1, has 53 radio stations in 16 urban markets. And guess what? The revenue is projected to be, it was projected to be in 2012, $433 million. Hughes' rise from teen mom to media mogul did not come easily. She worked her way up the radio station in the 1970s. She had an opportunity in 1979 to buy a radio station with her husband. And when they separated within a year, the business tumbled. She lost her home, but she refused to give up on her company. She and her son slept on the floor of the radio station until she finally turned that business around. She was an inspiration, and we need to be more like her, humbled even when all seems to be lost. Thank you so much, Kathy Hughes, for being an inspiration. And before we get into our hot topic,
absolutely,
our question of the day,
confession of the day is are the ways to build wealth in the Black community? Again, confession of the day, what are ways to build wealth in the Black community? And let's get into those topics. I do want to say I love Kathy Hughes, by the way. Like, I've listened to some of the interviews with her. I think she's just so dope and,
amazing.
And just hungry and inspiring. And that's what we wanted, every week. Every show, because now we're going twice a week. I have to keep telling myself twice a week. But, every show I want to talk about, because, we hear about the Martin Luther Kings and, the Madam C.J. Walkers and the Malcolm X's, but, walking, living people that, will go on and have already made their mark. And, not necessarily just like musicians and people that are already popping, but, people behind the scenes that's getting that coin and making a difference. But yeah, so let's get into those topics. First topic. According to Today, over the past month, a series of coordinated bomb threats at Jewish community centers across the United States have threatened children, many of them preschoolers and their parents, causing repeated evacuations and creating a sense of anxiety some are finding hard to shake. The threat started January 9th when the Jewish Telegraphic Agency reported 16 JCCs in the Northwest and Southeast received recorded messages threatening them with bombs. A second round occurred at 30 JCCs across 17 states on January 18th. Yesterday, at least 13 more threats were called in, this time individually by a woman. None of the bomb threats were deemed credible.
Oh, my God. This is so strange to me. And I'm going to be honest, it almost seems like a conspiracy. It seems like, Donald Trump Muslim ban was put on hold for a minute. And from there, the judge that put it on hold got fired, or the attorney got fired. And now it's like, okay, let me have some people. Or now, I'm not even saying he's involved, but I feel like this definitely don't have to do with any type of Muslims bombing the country. I just feel like it's made to seem that way so he can have an outlet. Well, all of these Jewish communities, they got caught so-and-so, this and that, and the other. I hope I'm wrong, but, it's disturbing. It's sad. Why do you have time for this? Why are you doing this? And I don't feel like I feel like it's probably, some type of supremacist doing this, I honestly, to make it seem like, they using the word bombs and they calling in and they doing all of this around this time. It can't be, ironic. I feel like this is what's going on, and I feel like Donald Trump has everything to do with it.
Absolutely.
As far as him being elected. Maybe
agree.
not him personally, but yeah, I do. And preschoolers, wow, my son is in preschool. You know, I mean, for me to have to get off work to go run and go get my son from school because somebody threatened to bomb his school, I mean, I don't know what I would do. But I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say I agree somewhat. I do think that it is. I mean, I wouldn't say it's a government official. I do think it's someone trying to cause terror, but I didn't place it on, the Muslim or anything with the Muslim ban. I thought it was
right.
I knew it was some white nationalist group that was attacking the Jewish community, and it's crazy because we went to the high school we went to was predominantly Jewish, so. Seeing all their posts and, everything and them talking about it, I'm just like, damn, that's so fucking crazy. Like,
yes,
just being who you are, the color of your skin, like what you celebrate, people are ready to attack you. But they got the right ones, though, because let me tell you, these Jewish people be having money like a motherfucker, okay? They don't investigate, shut some shit down. You're not going to be coming out at the Jewish community too long and they not fire back at your ass with something. Like, you done got the right one. You fucking with them.
Right.
Okay? According to the New York Times, Travis Kalanick, chief executive of Uber, plans to step down from Trump's Economic Advisory Council. He says in a letter, earlier today, I spoke briefly with the president about the immigration executive order and its issues for our community. I also let him know that I would not be able to participate on his economic council. Joining the group was not meant to be an endorsement of the president or his agenda, but unfortunately, it has been misinterpreted to be exactly that. Kalanick has faced criticism from Uber employees and customers for saying he would continue to engage with Trump after his executive order banning refugees and others from 7 Muslim-majority countries. He, however, was not alone. He exposed all of the companies that were involved, and I just want to let you all know the list. And I didn't even have time to get the whole list, so you can Google it. Like every company, yes. Like he aired everybody out, and it was like a big thing on Twitter. And they were talking about Nino Brown, how when he got caught, he started airing everybody's business and became like a rat or informant, whatever you call it. But let me just list who I have, and if I can think of any others, I'm going to say. But yeah, Disney. So stop fucking watching Disney Channel. Angelique, don't let your son watch Disney Channel. Watch Nickelodeon now. Miller Coors.
Nickelodeon, boo.
Nickelodeon. Sorry, I don't know how you
Nickelodeon. You funny, dog. You funny.
Miller Coors. And that sucks to say because I'm from Milwaukee, but fuck them too. Like I would never, ever, 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 ever drink Miller in my life. Pepsi. I like Coke anyways. Yeah. Uber, of course. Amazon. It's also been reported that Lyft, which was like the alternative, because when this whole thing happened, it was like this big delete Uber situation on Twitter, and it caused for so many people to download Lyft instead. But there also have been reports of Lyft having ties to the Trump administration as well. I don't know how truthful this is, but I would be mindful of both. But for right now, I'm going to say stick with Lyft because they did donate to the ACLU, which is for, getting rid of the Muslim ban when Uber came out with, the original statement that caused all this ruckus. I'm trying to think what other companies. It was so many, dog. And when I read them, I was like, damn, fuck them. Fuck you too. Fuck you. Fuck you. I will not be drinking this no more. Like, and that's how you have to be. Like, we're going to get into it later, but you just have to spend your money where it's appreciated. I'm tired of the 1% doing whatever the fuck they want to do and feel like they don't owe anybody anything. If we stick together and do what needs to be done and spend money with companies that are going to support us and get the right legislations in office, we can make a huge difference.
So,
but that's it.
Is Uber cool or not?
Hell no, fuck Uber. Fuck Uber because that's the original thing. He still said, huh?
But he stepped down. They're no longer supporting Trump.
It don't matter. He originally planned. The only reason he stepped down was because of the backlash. He was okay with it to begin with.
Well, he probably
No,
started losing
fuck
money,
him.
too. He probably started, people, probably was like, well, look, if you support this, then I'm leaving. And it was a wrap. And
Yeah,
like,
that's
exactly
what I'm saying. Money makes the world go around. And that's the only reason why he stepped down. Is because nobody's fucking with Uber right now. And if they doing it, it's just like last minute or they're not publicly talking about it. But niggas is getting on lists. You know what I'm saying? Like, ain't nobody fucking with Uber no more. Fuck them.
While all of this is going down, while all of this is happening and this is popping off, the Obamas seem to be on a permanent vacation. They posted photos where you've never seen them looking so relaxed. I mean, they got on some thongs, sandals, shades. Michelle got on a panorama hat. Barack got on a snapback cap. Like, they getting it popping. They are they out there comfortable. They touring with their pal in the mini Virgin Islands. His name is Richard Branson. And, it's been 12 days. They are MIA. And they may not come back besides getting their kids. But, I mean, shit, would you? I don't know.
Yeah, if I was the president, I definitely would come back to America eventually. But I think, like you said, I think they are enjoying themselves. And like I said on the show before, I'm so excited to see because now when I seen with the hat to the back, I was like, I know Barack thinking like, now I can be a nigga. Now I can be myself. Because as a president, it was so much, and I was listening to Angela Rye talk about it on Combat Jack on his podcast. And she was saying that the president being black could only do so much. Well, he felt could only do so much for the black community because if he came out the gate like, I want to do this and this, everything would have been shut down. So he had to make sure he was looking like he was being the president of all of Americans. But essentially, it ended up leaving us out once again. But now I definitely think because he's not the president and the focus won't be on him as much, even though it's said that people are still reporting to him because they don't fuck with Trump. Like, you know what I'm saying? Which is crazy.
Dang.
That is crazy. How are you still reporting to the former president? Like,
I was like, nope, that's not my job anymore, Tiffany.
Right, okay. Like, Barack be talking like, John, I'm not Mr. President. Fuck what you talking about. Okay, look, we about to do this. What do you say? Fuck Trump.
Right. No, that's funny. But yeah, I mean, I'm so happy for them. I'm happy everything is going good. I mean, yeah, they're gonna have to eventually go back home to go get them them grown girls that they got. But I mean, they ass about to be gone in a minute, both of them. His oldest daughter already started her internship at Wheaton Company, on TV. So I mean, they only got Weinstein. I'm sorry, excuse me. But other than that, I mean, they are getting it popping.
Yeah,
I'm happy for them.
Yeah,
great.
It's exciting, and I'm interested, and I'm gonna continue to follow the Obamas, and keep tabs on what's going on, because I'm very much interested to see what can they do politically. Because what can presidents do after they're president? Like, do they still fight for, like, different legislations? Are they still invited to certain things? Or do they just sit in the house and be quiet?
I'm sure. But, like, it's like, who cares? Obama and Michelle are both extremely young still. Like, they got years to do whatever the hell they want to. Like, they look good. I mean, I'd be just...
Like, are they even in their 50s yet?
Right, that's what I'm trying to figure out. Like, y'all is the bomb. Like, Barack got in and got out. Let me do my 8 years and I will be rich, baby. Like, all right, let's do this. Like, bullshit. Anyway, speaking of doing it, Beyonce is pregnant with twins.
Wow.
Yes, straight fucking. A photo of her. Yeah, see, woo. A photo of her popped up on Instagram yesterday. She announced the joyful news by posting. She said, "We would like to share our love and happiness. We have been blessed 2 times over. We are incredibly grateful for our family, that our family will be growing by 2, and we thank you for your well wishes, the Carters." Oh, twins. Wow. You guys, but Beyonce, for real, she's like 5 months. So I'm like, oh. I'm skeptical. I'm not skeptical that she's pregnant. I'm skeptical because, like, I feel like, well, tell me how you feel first, and I'll tell you how I feel after. You tell me how you feel.
No, keep going, because you always do this to me, you know. Keep going. Say how you feel.
Shut your ass up. I feel like maybe she took some paternity pills, like the pills to get her fertile, because I'm like, or pregnant. It's like, where are twins at in your family? And I know sometimes you can just randomly have twins, but you need a lot of people that do have, twins or triplets, like they're, on some type of fertility medicine, to get them pregnant. And it's just like, how you end up getting pregnant with twins? Like, that's just random. But it do explain why her ass is crazy, why she was acting crazy in them songs, and are you cheating on me and all of that shit. Her ass is pregnant the whole time. But pregnant women are some crazy ass bitches. When they first don't know they pregnant, every time the relationship is damn near over, like, fuck you, I'm gonna kill you. Oh, I was just pregnant. My bad.
Right. No, but it's hilarious that you said that. And I knew that's what she was going to say, and I did not want to be the first person to say that, but I kind of feel like that, too. A lot of times when you see, these celebrities, like you said, that don't come from families with twins, they end up popping up with twins. It has something to do with, like, fertility issues and them going to see somebody to end up, and I think this will happen. Not saying that there's anything wrong with it, and she does not have to explain it to anybody,
Exactly.
But, I mean, we all know that she's had a miscarriage before, and,
But it is that time. She probably, Rashida just lost her kid. We talked about, last week, and, we didn't even talk about it, but, Rashida, she lost her child. And, Beyonce, she is in her 30s. She's getting up there in age, and she did wait a really long time. She waited like 5 months to let anybody know. That's more than her after pregnancy, to let anybody even know that she was pregnant. So I definitely feel like she may have taken some type of pills or whatever to, get her to be able to easily produce. And then once she found out she was pregnant with twins, she wanted to wait and hold off just in case she did
make
have
sure she made past
exactly the first trimester. So I understand. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm very happy for them. I think that it's going to be beautiful. And it's lovely to see that she really is pregnant this time. I mean, she had photos and went to a photo shoot, and she was beautiful. And, I'm extremely happy. But, wow, 5 months, girl, you done just broke the internet.
Of course, anything Beyonce does is like a ray of sunshine and light and rainbows.
I know. Why the fuck did I get this news on my Apple Watch? Like, is this really news? Beyonce's pregnant? Oh, okay. Like, breaking news. Beyonce's pregnant.
Because that is
right
breaking news. Do you not understand how huge Beyonce is? She is our Michael Jackson, and I feel like she's more famous than he is. Like, honestly, he may have been more talented, but I feel like at this point in her career, she has surpassed
You think so?
his level of fame.
I don't
think so.
I don't think so. Nigga, people were at that nigga concert dying, like having seizures and heart attacks. Like, I've never heard about anybody dying or having a heart attack when they met Beyonce.
But did you hear about did we not talk about, or maybe we didn't, but when Beyonce had earring ripped and she started bleeding and all her fans started cutting their damn self in support of her bleeding on stage? Like, that's some crazy ass shit. Do you not know people like worship her, and she has a class like at one of these Ivy League schools? Huh?
She has a class?
Yeah, it's basically talking about like her coming of age, and I don't know. Don't quote me, but she definitely has a class at an Ivy League university about Beyonce, like, and the psychology of Beyonce. Like, she's huge. Michael Jackson definitely sold more records, but it's a different time now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Beyonce is out here. Records is like views. Beyonce has what? Billions upon billions of views and downloads.
Right. This is
so I don't know. If not, they may be on the same level. But in my opinion, I feel like she has surpassed this level of fame.
I mean, her shit be dope. So I mean, it's not like her shit don't be dope. So it be dope.
So Cardi B is dissing Love and Hip Hop. She says that producers edited the show to make it seem like she was pressured to go to Mexico when they begged her to go on the trip. She says on an Instagram video, niggas was begging me and my sister to go to Mexico, and I have so much work to do. At the time I was doing my mixtape, and y'all make me fucking go to Mexico so I can find out y'all trying to play me like I'm some type of uninvited ass guest. I will never, and then she goes on to say, I will never chill with none of y'all bitches. Never. Never. So I don't even know why VH1 is making me look like I'm a mark-ass bitch. She then goes on to say that's why I'm not fucking with this TV shit. This is ridiculous.
Cardi B needs to shut the fuck up. Stop being so fucking dramatic. Okay, I've seen the episode. You are not, I mean, I guess just because of how Yandy was acting, you know, I guess it made it kind of seem like she was, I won't even say a tag along. Just, you know, it seemed like Bianca brought her friends up there. Y'all know Bianca. She sang chicken noodle soup. Chicken noodle soup with a soda on the side. That's Bianca. So Bianca invited Cardi B and her sister them up, and Mariah Lynn. She made a song to a little skinny Caucasian woman. Anyways, all of them, they was all up in right. They was all up in there, and they was just doing stuff. But you know, Yandy was mad. Yandy Smith, Mendice's wife, or I don't even know if she really his wife, whatever it is, his wife. But you know, she was saying she was upset because Cardi B them was with her, was with chicken noodle soup chick, and she was supposed to be working. So it was just all bad. Like, but Cardi B should be sitting up here posting shit on social media, acting all dramatic. Y'all made me look like a mock ass bitch. Like, no, the fuck they didn't. Like, you didn't even, like, shut up. Like, nobody was even thinking about you in that episode. Like, they're trying to figure out what the hell was going on with Yandy and Jewel Santana's baby mama, his wife, or whoever she is to him. You know what I'm talking about. Oh, Kimberly, is that her name? Yeah, them two. So I just think she being dramatic for attention, and it's just like, stop it.
I don't think she's being dramatic for attention. I agree with you, and I agree why she did get upset because, you know, she did say she was invited, you know, and then she shoot it and it makes it seem like, you know, Yandy has no idea why she's up here. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
And also, it's just like, it's the fact of who the fuck nowadays believe reality shows. Like, I know they're not scripted and the reactions are real, but definitely I know when all these people come together, it's not something random. Like, they have time set to film. They know what location they're going to be at. They probably know what the fuck they're going to be talking about when they get there. You know what I'm saying? So I don't understand why she's getting that upset with her. But Cardi B has surpassed, I think, VH1. I think she is getting to that point in her career to where it would almost start her to look bad, like, to continue to do the show. It was kind of like how K Michelle was on Love and Hip Hop last season. It's like, we all know you like this huge star, and then you just want to come and stun on bitches because, you know what I'm saying, they used to flex on you. You know, and it's just like, why do that when you know that you're the big star? You know you got more money than all these bitches. Like, she know that she's more popping than Yandy. So it's just like, bitch, we know you're not friends with Yandy. We know you don't fuck with Yandy. And I'm sure Yandy don't fuck with you. It's not a big deal. Y'all on two different levels. Like, you're a superstar, and Yandy works for superstars. Like, it's no beef, you know. So I don't think she should have gotten as offended, but I understand why. Because it's like, they're editing it to make it seem like one thing, but it's crazy because reality stars do talk about that a lot, how they say a scene with a certain way, and then, you know, the producers, they have to have like a nemesis, and so they will edit scenes. And I feel like this is honestly like the first time I was like, oh, okay, I do believe you saying that, you know, compared to in the past where they're just like, they made me look like a bitch. You know, I'm really not that mean. So. Yeah,
no, I hear you. Y'all remember back in May last year, Lauryn Hill showed up to a concert in Atlanta about 2 hours late. Fans obviously were not happy about it, and she released a statement in regards to what she had been going through and why it is that she showed up 2 hours late. Then she hadn't been inside the media, you know, talking about her being crazy late to any concerts recently. Well, she's done it again. Okay, she showed up to a concert. No, this is because it's ridiculous. Now, Lauryn Hill to me was always a legend. I always loved listening to her music based off my mom, but now she got me wanting to call her out her name. She got me wanting to be like, this bitch is tripping. And I feel like she is, and I'm kind of disturbed by this. But listen here. Lauryn Hill showed up to a schedule. The show was scheduled to start at 8 p.m. Eastern time at Hines Hall. But according to tweets sent out by fans who were in attendance, she was a no-show until after around 11 p.m., and there were plenty of people that was jam-packed into the concert hall. And the entire time, the band was already set up and ready to go, but Lauryn Hill was pretty much nowhere to be found. Then around 11 p.m., many of the fans inside the concert hall started lining up to try and get refunds for the tickets. But right around 11:20, Lauryn Hill finally made her way up into Hines Hall and eventually took the stage to perform. The show reportedly ran until around 1 a.m., and which is 1 a.m. Eastern. That's around, your Central Time. That's, a.m. in the morning, but still. And while most of the fans who purchased a ticket for the concert already had left by that time, reportedly, it sounds like she still managed to put on a good show. What would you have done?
First of all, I would not go to a fucking Lauryn Hill concert because fuck her. Like, let me just say, I've met Lauryn Hill before. Like, I've met her before. She's a bitch. It wasn't like a introduction, like how I'm like, it's nice to meet you, I'm so and so, and like we had a conversation. It was more so like in passing, and I didn't recognize who she was. Like, she looked like a crackhead, you know what I'm saying? And me just being a nice person, especially seeing a black woman, like, you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna speak. So I was like, good morning, how are you? And she looked at me and was like, hi, and like roll her eyes and like spell walk past me, and I was like, wait a minute, that was fucking Lauryn Hill. Like, but it was like the fact of, huh?
I'm laughing.
Oh, but it was just the fact of, it's just like she really felt like I was studying who she was, and it's just like, bitch, like, you are nobody anymore. Like, you're not this legendary, iconic person. Like, you have one good album, and ever since then, it's like all this bullshit you come out with now be complete bullshit. The beats be too fast and not understandable. Like, your chakras are not aligned. I guess that's why you always so fucking late, bitch, to all your concerts. Like, get over yourself, get some help, do whatever you need to do. But Lauryn Hill, you're not there anymore. And I'm still surprised that people are booking your ass. Like, who still wants to see you? Honestly, like, you have been late or missed every damn concert in the past 3 years since you've been out of prison. Been paying your tax debts or whatever.
I would have been mad as hell. It was so funny because when she was coming to Milwaukee, I was like, oh, I should give my mom some Lauryn Hill tickets. My mom loved Lauryn Hill, but I was like, nah. Shit, Lauryn Hill, you be like, Lauryn Hill, you showing up to your concert tonight? She be like, nah, bro, you going? Like, it just don't make no sense. But I would have been mad as hell. I definitely would have got my money back. Like, bitch, it is. I'm not going to stay at this damn concert until 1 o'clock in the morning. Like, you over 3 hours late. What are you doing? And then she did issue another apology, pretty much, saying that she apologized for her late start. There were factors that were out of control, and it was snow. And it's like, bitch, you are in New York. Like, you know when it's snow. You know what I'm saying? You know how to prepare. You've been doing this shit for many years. Many years. So you know how to prepare. It's like, no apology, saying bye. Yeah. Nobody will be booking your ass ever again. Right, with your fat head ass.
I'm sure somebody booking her for the low. If she give a discount now, like, bitch got to get a discount for her shows. Like, she has to. Like, LeBron James and Charles Barkley are feuding, according to Yahoo. After a loss to New Orleans Pelicans earlier last week, LeBron was very critical of the Cavaliers roster, saying, "We have a top-heavy team. We top-heavy as shit. It's me, Kyrie Irving, Kevin Love. It's top-heavy." He also cited rookie Kay Felder and D-League signee DeAndre Liggins as inexperienced teammates incapable of helping Cleveland win a playoff game this year. and then demanded of Cavaliers general manager David Griffin, saying, "We need a fucking playmaker." In a response on this past Thursday's Inside the NBA, Barkley called LeBron inappropriate, whiny, all of the above, and said he's got Kyrie Irving and Kevin Love. Does he want everybody? He don't want to compete. He wants to be the favorite all the time. It just pisses me off that a guy that great doesn't want to compete. Initially, LeBron said Barkley's comments were good for the ratings, and then said, "Screw Charles Barkley. He's a hater. I'm not going to let him disrespect my legacy like that. I'm not the one who threw somebody through a window. I never spit on a kid. I never had unpaid debt in Las Vegas. I never said I'm not a role model. I never showed up to an All-Star weekend on Sunday because I was in Vegas partying." Dwayne Wade came to LeBron's defense after the incident saying, "Thank God he finally said something. Sometimes when guys get a microphone in front of their face, they just talk and talk and talk and forget about their history. We all make that mistake, but especially that guy on TV. He acted like he just walks on water." And I like the fact that LeBron called him out and told him about himself a little bit. Humble yourself. Just on Tuesday, though, Barkley told ESPN Radio he paid off his Vegas debts and never showed up late to the All-Star game. And he was wrong after the spitting incident, I guess the spitting on the child. He also responded to Chicago Bulls Dwayne Wade's comment saying, "Humble. Listen, he's humble playing for that team." And there was more back and forth, but just a lot of craziness. And they ready. They is ready. Oh. Hello? Hello?
Yes.
Angela?
Yes, that's crazy. Yeah, that's crazy. My car dropped. Oh, gosh.
Oh, okay.
But no, when I was listening to it, but I feel like what LeBron did, and I said it distasteful originally when I started everything, but I feel like because LeBron got personal with everything, is that part was a little distasteful to me. I mean, I understood 14 years, no trouble, but he still hit under the belt when he started mentioning him spitting on the kid and throwing motherfuckers out windows and stuff, because Charles talked about the game. I was hoping that he didn't respond or clap back, but, with him, he stated, what happened. He was wrong for this. He seems like he went about it the mature way. And LeBron is a good dude. All of this happened also right after LeBron lost the game, so Charles Barkley, I feel like, should definitely understand why he responded in the way that he responded. You pushing his buttons when he done just lost. So it's like, but it's still like, come on, we're talking about the game. He's coming at you about this. You're mad about all of this other stuff. It's unnecessary. But I do understand. And that's just my opinion on it. I
agree.
I really don't fuck with basketball like that, but.
Yeah, me neither. Because it was like some of the people they was naming, I was like, who the fuck is this? Who the fuck, But it was just very interesting, like, reading about it. I was just like, wow, like, they going in. And it is certain stuff, like, I do like Charles Barkley as far as, like, his interviews and stuff. Like, I love the show, what is it, that comes on ESPN? It's a documentary series, 30 for 30. Like, they have this documentary series called Broke, and it's, like, one of my all-time favorite documentaries, and it just talks about how athletes, even though they have these huge contracts, they are broke within the first 5 years because they don't have people behind them that are teaching them how to spend their money. Because, like I've said before on the show, you can have any amount of money unless, you in the high billions, but I'm sure you can spend that. It may not be easy, but you can spend every fucking thing. If you don't have anybody with $32 million, that you're getting taxed on. So really you're only getting half of that. And the people around you all spend your money and you don't have good advisors, it's easy to go broke. But yeah, like I've loved seeing him on stuff like that. But I agree with what you said. I agree with both of that, because he actually did mention that Charles Barkley, he a lot of times he's very clear in what he says, but he does not try to talk about people's personal life. He only talks about as far as like their career. And LeBron James, if you've been professional and political this whole time, every now and then you are going to want to spaz out. And that's why in my life I've chose to be nice, but I'm not gonna go out of my way. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't want to just one day just blow up and motherfuckers be like, "Damn, you crazy? Why you tripping?" No, like I've been wanting to say this whole time, so now I'm gonna fucking say it. So I see both sides. Absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah. I'm a crazy, no punk Christian, is what Kirk Franklin had to say. He set aside his religious. He set aside his religious sentiments, blasting the cyberbullies who troll his daughter. Now, you guys, I'm just gonna go ahead and read to you all his tweet and what he stated, because if I read you the story, it would be the tweets are better than reading the story. This is Kirk Franklin. 10 a.m. here in Tokyo, and my wife just called me to let me know my daughter is in tears because 2 so-called Christian people online have bullied her and called her everything but a child of God. Congratulations. And he called the 2 women out, Santico Woods and C.S. Right to Inspire. You've succeeded. You've proven so many people right and why they no longer go to church and believe all Christians are a joke and hurt one of his kids. But let me tell the world who at Ken Elizabeth is, which is his daughter. She's a sophomore in college, a smart young woman, the apple of my eye, and a girl I would die for. Do you hear me? Die for. Test and try me. That'll be the greatest hit release at my funeral. We'll send you to, and so is hers. She gonna be all right. To my many followers, this is not a reflection of Jesus. He would never hurt to save you. I'm a proud, crazy, non-weak, no punk Christian that wish a God bless town daddy's girl. Lastly, at Santico Woods, please tell us why you were kicked out of your church. Us ungodly Christians will love to know. My apologies, Twitter. I'm thousands of miles away from home, and I'm trying to protect my baby, is what was posted on Twitter. How do you feel about it?
He better be going in, but it's just like I don't know. Did he know, or did the daughter know them personally? Because it's just like he could have told them to mute. Oh, he knows them personally.
Yep,
or she knows them personally.
And the daughter does too. Yep. Mhm.
Oh well, yeah. He had every right to call them out, and here they are. I want to know, why was you kicked out of church? You got so much to say. Well, why?
Right. But yeah, Kirk Franklin, he was not playing about his daughter. Like, he was not playing. And that shit is bogus, though. And he is right. I believe in God with all my heart, mind, soul, body, spirit, life, everything. And I don't go to church. I haven't been to church in over a year. I've been to church, I've been to church where people were fighting inside the church, or they'll judge you by how you look, or all this and all of that. And it's just like, it's like, really, I can sit home and read my Bible and pray, and like I said, or like Kurt said, proving so many people right that they take church as a joke, and all the people in the churches, the Christians, as a joke because of y'all calling her every name in the book but, a child of God. Like, what is wrong with y'all? And then they're sophomores in college or adults overall. Right. Like, what are you doing? Why do you even have time for this? Why are you being messy? Why are you acting like a bitch? Like, cut the shit. Right. Cut it. Make no damn sense. It's irritating. I understand where he's coming from, and I would have been mad as hell, too.
I just want to know this story about who was fighting in the church with you.
Okay, so it's horrible. So I was I was at home, and I'm on Facebook, and I see a photo of my church had, I don't know, I think they had clothes. They were saying that they were going to get ready to move to church. My granddad was a reverend at the church, so I'm like, okay, so I had been going to the church for over 7 years. It was a long time, and I had seen a video on a book, and it was one of the men there, and him and this other dude was getting into a fight because the dude was sleeping with his girlfriend, and his wife, And I'm like, this is a mess. And you know what the gag is?
What? What's
the gag is, I just seen his ass at Walmart the other day. I was like, dude, that's dude from church that was beating dude ass. That was fucking his wife. And that's like, so stupid. Like, that's horrible. Like, I mean, but it is a joke. It's like you're sitting up here in church, this man is sleeping with your wife, you're fighting. Like, what is going on? And then it's posted on Facebook. Like, what the hell? I asked my granddad. I'm like, Granddad, what's this about? He was like, I don't know, baby. I'm like, I don't know either. but it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. So
did he hear about it beforehand, or he was just
he heard about it. Yeah, he heard. Yeah, my granddad. He knows it just like me. Right. He was just like, yeah, that happened. You know, I'm like, wow, that's crazy.
Yep. Well, that is the end of our topic situation. But we're going to get into the confession.
Talk about Nicki Minaj? Because she got robbed.
Oh, shit. I forgot every fucking time. I'll be forgetting shit so fast.
Yeah, because John, he likes to play games. But, you know, it's crazy because Nicki Minaj, her house is about $11,500.
I do know. I can do the story. Look, we being so psycho right now. I just forgot. Like, for some reason, I was looking at and I ignore me, y'all. Nicki Minaj recently linked up with Lil Wayne, who is the founder of Young Money, and her mate Drake. This is just weeks after the reported split between Nicki and rapper Meek Mill, who we all know had an intense feud with Drake for over a year. The pair were together for 2 years, and just a day later, it is reported Nicki Minaj's 11,500 square foot, 9-bedroom Beverly Hills home, who she acquired with Meek, but there's no word if they're still living on the property. But it has been burglarized. The damage, which included jewelry along with many other items, were to the tune of $175,000. There is no word where Nicki was during the time of the robbery, but with the home being in a gated community with security systems and cameras, there will be further investigation of the incident.
It's like, really? Like, what's really going on? My thing is, it's like, to me, the crime was very personal because they cut up her clothes, like, along with all the jewelry and all of that stuff. Like, y'all cut my clothes up, too. Like, that seems like a very personal attack. And I just want to know, Meek Millie, was your bitch ass involved? Because I feel like this got Meek Mill's ghetto ass written all over it. Horribleness.
That is psycho. You know what I'm saying? Because I kind of feel like that picture, you know, that they posted. I don't know if you've seen it. It was a picture of them three, and it was like another picture with her and Drake. I do kind of felt like when they took the picture, they both was like checkmate. Like when they took that selfie, and like she wanted the hashtag checkmate. And I'm sure it may have been in response to the shit that was going on. But if you did do that, that was some bitch ass shit. Like, why the fuck are you cutting? Like, if you're, and that's the thing. Like, she lives in a gated community. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, how did you get past all that? And, you know, security systems, I'm sure they've seen something. If they're not talking about who it is, maybe she knows who the person is, or, you know, she want to press charges or make it bigger than what it is. And I don't know. It is interesting. I wonder, I hope he doesn't have anything to do with it, because it's just like, nigga, just let it go. Like, she left your ass. Be done.
Exactly.
Like, you made it seem like you were so miserable in the relationship. You know what I'm saying? Just go do you. Let her do her. I know she got a lot more M's, as you would say, but it's time to let it go. But I don't know. I don't want to believe that it is him, though. But I just have a hard time. See, I didn't know that. I didn't read that. I have a hard time with the cutting of the clothes, because that seems like some hater shit.
I know. And then also, like, vandalize, like, stupid shit, like, you know, tearing pictures off her wall, photos and stuff, you know, breaking her perfume bottles and shit. Like, that's fucking stupid. Like, it's definitely, I feel like, a personal vendetta, because, like, why do you have time to do this to my clothes? Like, that doesn't make any sense to me. It's weird.
Yeah. Well, it's going to be an update, I'm sure, by next week, and we're going to be talking about it on the show. And we're going to find out who the fuck did this, or who was it linked to. You know what I'm saying? We're going to get the tea, and that's it. That's it.
That's it.
And are we done with topics now, or is there another topic I don't know about? No, I'm just playing.
Yes, actually, it's a few topics that you actually don't know about, but we're not gonna go into those topics. We always will have Sunday to talk to y'all about the other crazy shit that's going on. But anyways, guys, we do have our question of the day. Jean, what are ways to build community build wealth in the Black community? What do you feel like are ways that we can go ahead and build wealth and be more successful?
I've talked about this a million times on the show,
yes,
but there are a lot of ways. I just think we have to get on one accord and actually just listen and abide by it and trust that it's going to work out, and also appoint people that are truthful and want the best interest for us and their people. But I think, like, one thing that Angela Rice said, she was saying how there should be a fund where every African American in the country just add $20, just a small amount, $20. And it's just like, with it being, 46 or 56 million of us, if we all put $20 in, that'd be almost $1 billion. You do that every year, and everything in the fund would be something I feel like to help us. Loans for people with bad credit. Loans to help people pay off their debts. Loans for lawyers. Loans for bonds. You know what I'm saying? Loans for small businesses. Stuff that we easily can't get on our own. For us being in the situations that we have been put in for Black people. I also think, like, we just gotta, get it together as far as, like, the small business department. Like, I was looking today, I've been trying my best, you all, on trying to buy, like, Black owned, but there's nothing that's Black owned. And it's so crazy to say, like, there's Mechanic and Farmers. That's like the only Black-owned bank here.
Really?
So I'm gonna sign up in North Carolina. So I'm gonna go and sign up for that tomorrow. That's one thing I want to say. That's actually my confession. But yeah, confession. Let's just do it all together. I'm gonna close my Wells Fargo, and I'm gonna close my other investment accounts. I do have my 401k. I'm gonna keep that because it's 401k. You can't really transfer that or whatever.
Right. Well, you can transfer your 401k, can't you? As far as like you can, but as far as I think that's like after you quit your job, like matching. Like I want to continue to get that, because my job, like, they match 6%, so it's like double. Oh, okay.
Like you only put 6% of your paycheck, but it's like you getting 12% return. Like, that's dumb.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? For me to give that up. But as far as like all my other investments, I'm just gonna close all my accounts and put everything in Mechanic and Farmers and just open a savings with them and look into other investment opportunities with them. But yeah, other than that, we don't have any fucking thing. Like, I was looking for an auto parts store because I need to get a headlight. We don't have any auto parts stores here. We don't have any beauty supply stores here. We don't have any grocery stores here. We don't have any fucking gas stations. We don't have any fucking thing. We have $1 trillion in buying power. And I was reading an article about that. But our net worth is $4.5 thousand. The average African American only has $4,000 to their fucking name, if that. But we spend all this fucking money, and for what? For people that don't even respect us, who don't care about our best interests. We have to rise above and do what's right. And it's the jealousy mentality that we all have. We don't want to see each other succeed, and we have to get past that slave mentality. If somebody get rich before you do, so the fuck what? Keep supporting them. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather go to Lamont than go to Chase, who don't give a fuck about me, who don't know anything of what I've been through, and keep telling me the same shit that I've had the same opportunities as him, even though he came from this rich-ass family. We just have to do better. We know the keys. Sorry, not to cut you off, but we know the keys. We just have to execute. Stop talking about it. I told myself I have one more year at my job. I saved a lot of fucking money last year, and I want to save more this year. Next year, I don't know if I'm gonna put my money all into this podcast, and we gonna get it running like that, or I'm gonna open a business. But I'm not gonna continue to do this and continue to be upset and be around motherfuckers that I know don't understand me and don't get where I'm coming from and don't care about the benefit of me and my people. We have to do better. That's it.
I agree 100%. I also feel like what other people they can do is, I mean, like you said, of course, put our money into other Black-owned businesses, stop bullshitting, don't support people who aren't supporting you. But also, when these people, they come out here and they, you know, sit up here and they say, hey, you know, it's grants out here. We have grants for you. Like, for example, my job, it's a very diverse company, and we have one individual who writes a beautiful message, you know, every month or every holiday, this and that, and another. And he just sent all of us an email in regards to, you know, grants that they're giving away. They're giving away 3 grants at my job, one for $100,000 and 2 for $50,000 for people who are trying to help out their community and build up in their community. And they're just kind of ideas. You submit an essay. If you get picked throughout the company, you get the money. And you go ahead and you can build and you can succeed. And these are other ways that we can do. Don't be scared to sit up there, because you might have a fantastic idea. Even if you think it's not as smart, it might be amazing. It might generate money. There's a lot of things that people didn't think they were smart. That were smart. Glue sticks, you know, tape, like, you know, silly shit like that. I got plenty of it. Whiteout, like, what the fuck? Like, whoever thought that whiteout was going to be so popular? I mean, just little things like that. But I'm talking about ways in helping the community, you know, building up, you know, helping out the young teens, you know, that are unable to pay for programs or different things like that, just helping out, keeping kids off the street. All of that stuff helps out. So don't be afraid to sit down and write that paper. I don't care how young you are. I mean, it was just even this other kid who I just posted today. He made a device to prevent cars from crashing. He's a young African-American, he looks like he's not even 12 years old. You know, this was news today. So, you know, just don't be scared to do that and reach out, because that can even be your light. That can be your shine. That can be your whatever, you know. So, and those are other ways that we can help build up in our Black community, build wealth, and stop tearing shit down. Keep your shit up to par. You know, clean up. Make sure everything is neat. Make sure it looks copacetic. Make sure you're educated. Make sure you know what you're talking about when they come in. Don't sit up there acting crazy like, oh, well, this is this person's business. No, even if it's not your business, know it in and out, because you eventually want it to be your business. At the end of the day, all we're trying to do is not be like our parents or our ancestors. We want to grow. We want to have more items that are owned. And the only way that's going to happen is if you go ahead and put this money into other Black communities, and you will actually start to see how big and how powerful African Americans they can be, and that they really are. You know, those are, personally to me, that is definitely a big way, and I'm going after that $100,000 too. I don't know yet, but I have until March to figure out what exactly. So yes, that's what we're gonna do. But anyways, guys, John, is there anything else that you wanted to say? Did you have any? Oh, you said your confession already, right? You know that one, Mosey Chain. You know that one, Mosey Chain. Hey, you guys. I think for once every 10 episodes, I think that we said this, our phones be acting all crazy and stuff like that, which is irritating and just a tiny bit frustrating. But you know what? It's all good, because at the end of the day, we are a confession session, and we always got this in the bag. You know, it's just shit. Shit happens. Right, Jen?
Yes. I apologize, but I don't know what's going on with this damn software. But
it happens. It happens to the best of us. My phone cut out today. Your software cut out. Shit, I'm just like, is this another 10th episode? Because it's like every 10th episode, then we act up. We're going to have to call them and complain, you guys.
Right. But one thing I did want to say, before, like, we end, are we are we going to take any callers? But one thing I did want to say, though, before if we do decide to take any callers, is we also have to stop being so critical of each other. You know, I think as far as with businesses, it's crazy because it's like we will go to McDonald's, we'll go to Walmart, we'll go to Bojangles, we'll go to Chick-fil-A, we'll go to wherever, Moe's, and complain and be back there the next fucking week. But it's just like with a black business, it's like we'll be so critical. Like I was listening to a family member back in Milwaukee. I guess it's this new bar or like lounge or whatever, and they had told me they had went and they was talking so much shit, and I'm just like, I bet you wouldn't even have that. But it's just the fact that because you don't own this shit, like it's just the fact that you don't own this shit. It's why you have a problem with it, and that's the reason why black businesses do not succeed. Like we have to support each other. We have to.
I agree. And that is a major part of it. You know, you want to get upset or you want to do this or you want to do that, and you're not trying to be supportive, and you're not, you know, doing what you're supposed to do, and you're not helping, and you're actually becoming part of the problem.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and instead of just help, build, you know, and continue to support, and that's all, you know, people they ask for. I mean, man, and I do want to correct you on one thing. Let me tell you something. I don't give a damn where I get my hair, my eyebrows, my nails, all of that stuff done. If you're not doing my shit right, I'll give you the benefit of the doubt once. But if this shit keep happening, I'm not going there. I don't give a damn if you're black, white, Asian, Caucasian.
I can understand that. But I just feel like a lot of times people will be more critical of black nail salon compared to going to an Asian nail salon.
Well, listen, let me just say this. I went to a black nail salon over on Center Street in Milwaukee, and it was like towards 27th and Center or something like that. No, not 27th. It was further, but it was so ratchet. Like, it was horrible. The staff in there were rude as a bitch. They started telling me and my sister how we talk like white girls. And I'm looking like, is these bitches crazy up in here? Like, you look like raunchy hoes. Like, don't sit down. You mean I'm educated? I sound educated? What the fuck does a white person talk like? Like, what the fuck are you talking about right now? You know?
Right.
And they was just, like, doing the most up in that shop. The chairs were all ripped up. Everything was dirty. I felt uncomfortable. And then my nail broke, like, the same day. And now, I went to that. After that day, I damn near should have had walked out before I even let them do my nails because they took forever. And it was talking plenty shit. But then from there, I went to a Chinese place over by my house, and over downtown Milwaukee, and that shit was horrible. Every time they did my nails, they broke. I gave them 3 times. Every time my nail broke. So now I'm out in Cudahy getting my nails done. You know, I just keep moving, but my nails is different. I've been to a salon I've been to a woman who has been doing my eyebrows for the last 5 years, and now I've been going to the same chick that has been doing my hair since last year, a little bit after August. So it's like whatever, you know what I'm saying? It's just you need to know what you're doing. You know, don't be bullshitting. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But yeah. So I don't. If you fuck me up once, you're not gonna get a 5th time. I may give you a 3rd time, only because you're convenient, bitch. Only because you're convenient. But other than that, no. That's it though.
I agree.
Yeah. All right, y'all. Well, thank you guys for going ahead and tuning in and chilling out with us today. We appreciate y'all love and support. Don't be afraid to interact with us. Send us y'all confessions. You know, go to our website, www.confessiontous.com, and you guys are going to be, hopefully excited, because I know I am. I know Jim is. Continue to support. We are trying to be, the best, and we just love you guys. Thank you so much.
I agree. Thank you all so much for tuning in. It is a great pleasure and an honor to continue to entertain you all with our crazy and psychoness, and I'm glad you just get everything that's going on, and, you continuing to tune in every week. It means a lot.
you know.
Yes, and you guys can expect to hear us next Sunday, February 5th, same time, 6:30 Central, 7:30 Eastern. We want to hear from you guys. Send us your confessions. You guys, and if you don't know, you can send us your confessions directly from our website, too, at www.confessiontous.com. Just go to our About page and click on the, if you want to send something to us, you can click right then and there, write in your little message, send it to us, and we will get that confession that way also. So it's a lot of convenient ways, or even direct, message us on our Facebook or our Instagram, and we'll get it all that way, too. You guys got any questions that you want to come up with? Send that shit to us, too. We are always open. If you guys got any questions to ask us, holla at your girl. This your host, Rondrina.
And I'm your host, Young Mosby. And you are listening to Confession Session.
Woo, woo. Thank you, guys. Love you. Mwah, mwah, mwah.
Thank you so much for tuning in.
Welcome to Metro PCS.
Hi,